So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, because we are being seen around the world. And because of all of you, we have done incredible things. We have been able to change people's lives in 18 countries year to date. That is extraordinary. The amount of lives that we are touching is extraordinary. So we're not looking at it by agent count. We're looking at it how many lives are we touching, and that's extraordinary. So we want to start by sharing just a little video of where our journey has taken us thus far internationally. Can we play that video, please?
We started with a dream, a vision to change the lives and businesses of real estate agents. We have become a movement, something bigger than ourselves. We are growing exponentially around the globe. So who are we?
We are the evolution of real estate.
We are working together to change real estate and agents' lives across the globe forever.
We are collaboration and togetherness for all agents across the globe.
We are a thriving family of agents.
We are revolutionizing real estate across the world.
We are the future of global real estate.
We are a truly global network.
We are checking up the code of real estate.
We are the transformation of global real estate.
We are scalable everywhere.
We are the answer to all realtors' needs.
We are reshaping the global real estate ecosystem with economic values.
We are questioning the status quo.
We are making big changes.
We are the new generation of brokers.
We are a model of financial freedom in a global stage.
We are a force, a momentum that cannot be stopped.
We are growing exponentially. We are connecting the world like never before. We are a movement, and we are taking the world by storm. We are eXp Global.
That was pretty cool, huh? That's all of you. What's there is all of your efforts. And so I love this quote. When the water starts boiling, it is foolish to turn off the heat. We are on fire. What we're doing is amazing. Our story of growth is extraordinary. You started the day with Glenn and Jason that started talking about every stat that we have done. Let's just remind you of some of these stats. We are the #1 real estate company by independence. So we're the #1 independent real estate company in the industry. Period. As we continue to grow, the wind is in our sails. There's no way we're going to be caught. So our only competition is ourselves. And that's what we're going to continue to do. We are the #1 in top movers by transaction count. So by transaction count and agent count, we are the #1 independent real estate company in the industry globally. Amazing. You know, Serena just sort of said that she doesn't like, no, excuse me, Serena, did I just say that? Serena's sister Venus. She doesn't like #2, but we'll go with #2 because it helps. And then we'll go from #2 to #1 as we continue to grow. So these are amazing. We're top movers by volume. #3 in closed transaction sides, #4 in closed volume, and #4 in the Billionaires Club. Yeah, Jeff loves that word billionaire. So we're going to keep using billions. You know, it's a drinking game with Jeff whenever he comes on the stage. It's sort of like you take a shot every time he says billions. So there you go. Someone's played the game before. We're #3 by agent count of top brokerages from last year's count. #4, top brokerages in sales volume, transaction sides, and #5 with top executives. Look at these stats. These are amazing. Remember, We're a 12-year-old company. We're just getting started. We are a 12-year-old company. Look at these stats. This is amazing. So, as a reminder, look at this. Look at our volume growth. 210%. Come on. Come on. Look at this. Look at this. eXp is on fire indeed. Over 68,000 agents globally. That number, as you all know, keeps growing very quickly. 12% of our agents are participating in revenue share. And there are 17 revenue share millionaires. All of you like to sort of see that number. And so Glenn has created more millionaires in the real estate industry than any other brand out there. That is not only changing your lives, that of your families, but that of your community as well. And that's what this is. This is a brand and a model that does generational changes. It's not about us. It's about your children and your children's children. That's what we're doing here. And remember when I always sort of say that those of you that feel that eXp has been a gift for you, will you make some noise? So, if you have a gift that you know helps others and changes their lives, wouldn't it be selfish not to share that gift? Amen. So, when we think of this model, all we are simply doing is sharing the gift that we received. That's all we do. And that's the message that we need to bring out into the world now throughout 18 countries. So, look at these agent count numbers. This is from Q3 of last year to Q3 of this year. So we've almost doubled those numbers. Look at this. This is extraordinary growth. And as we said, we're already at 68,000 agents plus. And so as we talk about this story of growth, just look at what we've done quarter over quarter. This has been extraordinary growth as we share this message around the world. So it's an 82% growth, if anyone's doing quick math, of what we're doing on agent counts. And then as we start thinking about this, let's talk about transactions. We have had a 208% increase in global transactions this year. So this is just global. This is just outside the United States, obviously. And so as we continue to start telling our story of growth, that's a very strong number. Now, when we start thinking about agent counts and when we start thinking about the country counts, this is what that looks like. 350% increase. We have opened 14 countries in the last year and a half. So in that span of time, we have literally averaged a country a month, give or take. That is extraordinary growth. So what we did, and Megan alluded to it in her presentation, is that we decided to really focus in Q4 for those countries that we had already opened. So we focused on agent count growth. We're looking at places like India. India's been open for 10 months, and we have over 1,000 agents in India in 10 months' time. In Mexico, we have been open 10 months in Mexico. We have over 700 agents in Mexico. This is the growth that we're talking about. The transactions are very healthy. The pipeline is incredibly healthy. We will start announcing our 2022 countries very shortly. But what we wanted to do is really focus on that growth of everything that we've done thus far and make sure that our story continues. This is what we look like right now. That is a great looking map. And we continue from there. And so what we are doing right now for 2022 is really looking at things regionally. We want to really focus our energies on different regions around the globe. The United States is obviously its own region. Canada is its own region. And then we're looking at CALA, which is the Caribbean, Latin America, EMEA, Europe, Middle East, India, and Africa, and then APAC, Asia Pacific, including Australia. So this is how we're going to break up the world as we continue to focus on what we are doing and how we are continuing to grow this incredible brand. But we also have a little bit of fun while we're at it, right? Do you guys like to have fun? It's one of our core values. One of our core values is fun. So we did sprints all over the place, and they were a lot of fun. You know, Jeff and I were in Nashville. We had a lot of fun. We had Jay and Ashley Nelson as one of our hosts, and it was a lot of fun with Elizabeth Riley. And, you know, it was an incredible, incredible trip, and it was that sense of camaraderie. We're doing that in every quarter as we were looking forward, and we're looking at how to do this in another way. So we may actually sort of be doing one sprint every quarter, so stay tuned for information on that, so that this community, this family, still feels what we are doing around the world. And people are talking about us. They're talking about us in amazing, amazing ways. So eXp becomes the world's fastest growing real estate company in Puerto Rico. That was incredible. So there are some amazing things that we have here. eXp has landed and is changing the rules of the game for real estate brokers, and that came out of a publication in Israel. Everyone is adopting our story, is adopting what we are doing, who we are, how we're changing lives. And so part of who we are is also our spirit of giving and a spirit of helping others. It really is what is in the core of who we are. I know that many of you know our association with News Story. And News Story is an incredible organization for those that do not know it. It's an incredible organization that helps underprivileged families and those that are poor in very rural areas around the world. They've now focused a lot of their energies in Mexico. And so they build homes for the underprivileged. And for $6,000 US, somebody basically gets a home, a safe haven, which changes their lives, changes their trajectory. It changes who they are, how they contribute to society. And when we talk about who we are as a family, as an eXp family, as a group, it really is in the core of who we are. And it's in the core of who Glenn Sanford is. And Glenn Sanford, as the founder of this company, founded it in a sense of always wanting to do more for others. It's who he is. And so he has very generously said that he would contribute a dollar for dollar match up to $300,000, because that gets us to a goal of 100 homes being built in Mexico for underprivileged families. And we have an incredible, incredible way that we're doing this. And so that is extraordinary. So Glenn Sanford, thank you very much for your generosity. We have a short video to share on this as well. If we can cue that up, please.
For those of you who aren't aware, we've been supporting News Story, helping people who in other countries actually with housing. We talked about 100 homes that we're looking to build in Mexico to really get people engaged in the News Story. I will match the first $300,000 of contribution to the News Story platform. $600,000 actually builds 100 homes in Mexico for these families that right now are generally homeless, that once we give them a place to live, they can actually be more meaningful contributors in their local societies. And
imagine that. We talk about changing lives. This is what eXp does, changing lives. Yes, indeed. Changing lives indeed. And so that QR code, if you guys can take a photo of that, and if you feel so inclined, if you can help contribute to this, that is an incredible cause that we all have very near to who eXp is. And we'll be making some amazing announcements as to how much we've actually raised here. So that is extraordinary. So thank you all for the heart that you have in helping here. And so what's next? And so we had a little bit of the story that Glenn already shared. 500,000 agents in 5 years. Come on, come on. By the way, when Glenn announced this morning, I had 15 text messages from 15 countries. So the news traveled very globally, very quickly. So this was going to be the new hashtag. We'll figure out a hashtag for this. So maybe eXp 500K. So that is extraordinary and very, very doable. We are also committing now to 50 countries in the next 5 years as well. So that is extraordinary. This is what we are looking for growth. So if you guys are interested in growing your business globally, I would invite you to attend one of our morning sessions and then followed by the second part of that, which would be a workshop that we'll be doing. So I think that that's it for me. I'm going to try to get my voice back for the breakouts and for everything else that's going on. Thank you all very much. Thank you for the support that you've all shown me. And thank you and enjoy the rest of eXpcon.